Dear family and friends, we are gathered together in the sight of God to witness and bless the joining together of Stephanie and Stephen in marriage.
Stephanie, you're one of the most beautiful and kind-hearted people I know. I'm so happy we met over the love of drinking games 9 years ago. Little did I know that when we started dating 4 years ago that we would be standing here today.
Steve, people always say, who would have thought 4.5 years ago that we would be standing here today? The reality is that I knew it soon after we started dating. You were clearly not looking for a relationship, but I still have never felt more comfortable or closer to anyone before.
I pray that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. And if by chance you prayed for me, one by one, let's be.
If you don't know this young lady, you get to know her more. She is fearless. She is adventurous. She's outgoing. Father Bob, when she was, 4, called her loquacious. I had to look up loquacious means you don't stop talking.
You spelled your name in the stars, but it's time to confess. I lied when I pretended to see. I pray that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. And if by chance you prayed for me, one by one we'll be. I pray that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. I'm hoping that you pray for me. One by one, let's be.
Steve, I love the respect and devotion you have for my friends and family. If I ever tell you a friend is having a bad day, you always send them a text checking in on them, or even asking whose doorstep you need to leave cat poop on. I love how you do all of the small things for me, whether it's charging my work tablet at night when I get too tired and fall asleep without plugging it in, or changing my car wiper blades without me asking, or really anything to do with my car. All of the things that you do to make my life easier do not go unnoticed.
It seemed like just yesterday that I approached you and asked you to dinner while you were on a first date with someone else at Rusty's Bar and Grill. Good thing I was much more charming, better looking, and drove a much nicer car than that guy. As we get ready to spend the rest of our lives together, I promise not to get any more cats. I think 3 is probably enough. I promise to always put you first over my car, the gym, and food. Well, maybe you and my love for food are tied for first. I promise to make you smile when you are sad and cheer you up with sushi when you are mad. Finally, I promise to be a great husband and father to our little rice balls for as long as I live.
I vow to always put our relationship first. I vow to be patient. I vow to never make fun of your skinny calves. Except for I just did. I vow to always cut your hair for you, even though I hate it. I vow to let you win at games every once in a while. I vow to never ask you for a bite of food, even though I know you're always going to offer me one anyways. I also vow to be your best friend, the best possible wife, and eventually the best mom to your children. I love you and I'm ready to start forever with you.
Now that Stephanie and Stephen have given themselves to one another by solemn vows, with the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, I announce to you that they are husband and wife, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. You may now share a kiss. It's my distinct honor to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Live.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate the wedding of my favorite brother, my only brother, by the way. I can tell you that after 28 years of my life, I know that one thing for sure is that this man, my brother, will do anything for his family.
Stephanie is the most hardworking and the kindest. She would do anything for anyone. As the older sister, I never had an older sister, and she always filled those shoes for me. So she was both an older and a younger sister. I always felt like I could go to her for anything.
Steve, we've seen the family values and commitment that you give to those that you care about. I have watched you cheer on our sister for her successes, support her when she is down, and give your all to our family and yours. I have never seen Stephanie happier.
Stephen, I will tell you that you will have a life of adventure, of excitement, and in fun with having a wife with Stephanie. And Stephanie, you'll have a man who will care for you, who will be dependable, who will look out for you, and who will ground you. Together, you are a couple that cannot be beat.
There are not two more people that deserve a happily ever after, and there's nowhere else I'd be rather to stand here next to you two.
You two together are an unstoppable force. As one, you will face challenges, but I know that you will be strong enough to overcome those with your love and a little bit of your stubbornness. Cheers to Stephanie and Steve to a long, loving, and worthwhile marriage together. We love you.
So here's a toast to all our new family members. To those who have seen us at our best and seen it at our worst and can't tell the difference, here's to staying positive and testing negative. Here's to a future of hard-earned success and soft but well-formed stools. And here's to food and late-night chats, and here's to friends and 3 more cats. And finally, a toast. Here's to Stephen and here's to Stephanie.